Huddle up, team.
In today's video, we're going to explain the top 9 reasons to not invest in your 401k and what to start doing instead so you can win your money game and achieve financial success. Are you ready?
Ready. Number 1, financial stress is too high.
Oh my gosh, this is a big one, okay? Over 73% of Americans say they are stressed out financially, and that is no way to live your life, okay? Seriously, if you are stressed out, we've got to change some things. And one of those things you can change is stop contributing to your 401k plan and keep that cash to help you balance your monthly budget. Right now, 64% of families are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's no good. That's crazy. So let's reduce the financial stress, and you can do that by stopping your contributions to your 401k plan, okay? That's reason number 1, financial stress. You got to enjoy life, live it better, and that will help. That can make a difference. All right, so.
Number 2, high interest rate debt.
Do you have a lot of credit card debt? You know, right now in this country, credit card debt is at an all-time high. It's just shy of $1 trillion. The average is over $7,500 in credit card debt per household, I believe. So it's ridiculous. It's off the chart, and interest rates are going up on that. So it's costing even more money every month to service that debt. If you're paying credit cards at 22%, oh my gosh, that is killing you. It's sucking the life out of you, all right? So another good reason to stop contributing to your 401k plan is to take those monthly contributions and apply it to your debt and do the debt snowball, where you can start accelerating your payments and start paying those things off and saving money and saving interest and make your life better, reduce your stress.
Number 3 is no opportunity fund.
Now, you may not have heard of this, but we love talking about your opportunity fund. You cannot take advantage of a great opportunity if you don't have any cash, right? So if you're entrepreneurial minded or side hustle minded or garage sale or flea market minded, you need to have some cash so that when you find a great opportunity, man, you can take advantage of it. If you want to start a business or whatever, you need an opportunity fund. And I really want to encourage you with this. But if you have no cash, you got no opportunities. So that is no good. So we've got to stop contributing to a 401k plan and redirect those funds and start building up your opportunity funds. Another great reason.
Number 4 is no employer match.
All right. This is a great one too. If there is no employer match, and there's a lot of people in 401k plans with no employer match, that's a great reason to not contribute. Instead, take control of your destiny and invest your money yourself in other places where you can have more control, more investment options, and just do a better job. We talk a lot about the tax implications and how tax rates are going to go up in the future. Well, instead of putting it in that 401k plan at work where there's no match, you might as well put it into a Roth IRA or some other tax-exempt wealth building account so that you can protect yourself from the risk of much higher taxes in the future. So I really want to encourage you. That's another great reason to not save money in your 401k.
Number 5 is overfunding your 401k.
Yeah, what does that mean, right? How can you overfund your 401k? Well,
people do it all the time.
They do. Yeah. So, I mean, there's limits, right? You got $22,500 you can put in your 401k this year. There's a catch-up provision if you're over 50, so you can put in $30,000. But when I talk about overfunding your 401k, what we mean is the match. Right? If your employer is going to match 50 cents on the dollar for the first 3%, let's say, or 6% of your salary, then get that free money, but don't put in any more. Okay. Some people just put in 10% or 15% or try to fully max out their 401k plan. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's your best interest right now, especially if you're younger. I think you should take advantage of the free money, the 50 cents on a dollar for the first 3% or 6%, whatever's there. Take the company match, but then the rest of the money that you're over contributing beyond that match, stop doing that and look at where you can put that money yourself, right? Redirect those funds and put them to work for your retirement and other options. Again, look at a Roth IRA or other tax-exempt wealth building accounts. Or if you don't have, if you have financial stress because you don't have cash, build up your cash. If you don't have an opportunity fund, build up your opportunity fund. But don't overfund that retirement account if you've got all these other issues undone. All right, what do we got next, honey?
Vesting.
Vesting schedule doesn't work for you. All right, so what's vesting?
There we go. This was very interesting.
Well,
Learning about vesting. There we go.
visual aids, all right? How do you like the vests? We don't want you to forget this. This is important. Your vesting schedule. That means when you have an employer match on your 401k plan, you may not get all of that money. You're not vested in it. You don't get all of it until you meet some other requirements, which has to do with how long you stay there, okay? And this is a big deal because so many people today are moving. They're changing jobs, every couple of years. The average, I think, is under 3 years or right around 3 years that for your tenure at a particular job. Well, here's the deal with vesting schedules. The employer could have what's called a cliff vesting schedule, which means if you don't work there for at least 3 years, you get 0 of the company match. That would make some people upset if they did not know that, right? And the other one is a graded plan where you get maybe 0 in the first year and then you get 20% a year after that. So you don't get all of your money unless you work there for 6 years, right? If you don't know, you need to check it out, because if your plan's to leave, then you're not going to get that money anyways. Why bother, right? Go do your own thing and keep control of your money and put it somewhere else. Okay, honey, what is number 7?
The plan does not allow for 401k loans or withdrawals.
Wow. This could be really important. A lot of people presume or think that they could get a loan or withdraw from their 401k plan, but that's not necessarily the case. Every plan is different, and you've got to check the plan document and design and see if it'll let you do that or not. And this is serious because if something happens, if there is really an emergency and you can't access that money, you're up the creek without a paddle, right? So check at work, what are the plan documents? Does it allow it or not? If it doesn't allow it and you're already, financially stressed and redlining and don't have, any savings built up anywhere, and you don't have, your debt managed well, you do not want to be putting money into a 401k plan or contributing to that anymore if there's no access to it for a hardship or for any other kind of a situation. So check your documents. Loans and withdrawals are an important reason to stop contributing to that 401k plan. All right, next up.
Number 8, do not like your investment options.
All right, so that's important too, right? That's why we're doing this, is to earn a return on your money. The free money, the match from your employer is great, but then where is that money going? If you review your documents and you see that your options are not good because the funds selection is limited or the funds that are in there don't have a good track record of performance, that might be the trigger for you. You might say, you know what? I can do better on my own, investing my money somewhere differently with your advisor or on your own maybe. But you got to look at what plan options are available and the funds that are in there, because that could be a reason to not contribute, to stop putting money into that 401k plan. Okay. And last,
number 9 are the high fees.
So yeah, fees and more fees. Some of it you can't control, right? The plan administrative fees, that's between the sponsor and your employer. But they could be excessive. They could be high. You need to look into those. The other fees are going to be the investment fees, the fees in the funds themselves. You got mutual funds, you got these target date funds, which are becoming really popular, but they have higher fees than ETFs. So you need to see what are your options inside of your plan. And the fee structure just might be the thing for you that says, you know what, I don't like this and I'm not going to do it. Okay, so those are our 9 reasons to stop your 401k. Now let's look at 6 things to do instead of your 401k. All right, we got solutions for you. So they're coming in hot. Are you ready for this?
Number 1, your peace of mind account.
Woo, this is a big one. Remember we talked earlier, the number 1 reason to stop your 401k is because of financial stress, right? So the solution, the antidote to that is peace of mind. And I'm telling you, you can't put a price on it. It's so awesome to have peace of mind.
Mhm.
Now, you might not be familiar with that term,
Mhm.
right? A lot of
Right.
people don't talk about it, but it is the equivalent to your emergency fund. I just think emergency is scary, right? I don't like that. Peace of mind is awesome.
Mhm.
So we want to encourage you that the number one thing you can do instead is build up your peace of mind account. All right. Get cash. If you have no cash, then you have no peace. Okay. So this is a really big deal. So the number one thing you can do instead of your 401k, build up your peace of mind account. If you have cash now, I mean, and also look at what's going on in the world around us, right? The inflation, the layoffs, the fears of an impending recession, all these things are screaming at you to get more cash. Okay. Build up your cash so that you can weather some financial storms. So that is number one. Now, what do we got for number two?
2 is invest in yourself.
Man, I love this.
Mhm.
I love this. All right. The greatest investment you can make is investing in yourself. All right. Invest in your mindset, your skill set, and your tool set. Then you can become financially set.
Mhm.
That's right. I said it. That's right. So do that. Invest in yourself. I don't know what that looks like for you, but if you improve your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, you increase the value that you bring to the world and to the marketplace and to your employer. And if you're more valuable, then you can command a higher wage, or you can avoid a layoff. They'll let somebody else go instead of you. But the idea is, what can you do to be more valuable so you can increase your income and your job security, or start a side hustle or start your own business? And we're going to get in that in a minute. But what is number three, baby?
Is to start your own business.
Oh, imagine that, right? A nice little segue right there. Starting your own business. Okay.
Mhm.
I think almost everybody should start their own business. Now, I don't mean quit your job and go start your own business, 100%, but I do mean as a side, add to what you do now, your own business. Do it, because it's humongous tax advantages and savings and purchasing stuff you already buy anyways. I mean, there's just too many benefits to list. So instead of putting all of your money in this 401k plan, maybe look at starting your own business and take advantage of saving money on purchases and getting other tax deductions so that you can grow your wealth that way.
Mhm.
All right, next up.
Number 4 is a Roth 401k or Roth IRA.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Okay, and I've said this before. I believe, well, I know we're in historically some of the lowest income tax brackets in history. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what the highest top marginal income tax rates were in the history of the United States?
I do not.
You don't?
No.
Brace yourself. It was 94%. In 1944 and 1945, after the World War II, the top marginal income tax bracket at 200,000 and above of income was taxed at 94%. Can you imagine? And you thought your tax rates were high now. But throughout, you look at the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, they were well over 70%. 70. So, given what's happening in our country and the global economy and all this debt, I think that you and we have got a serious financial risk of higher taxation in the future. So to take control of that and to manage that the best you can, the way to do that is pay your taxes now and put your money into Roth 401ks, Roth IRAs, and some other specialty tax exempt wealth building accounts where you can have your money grow tax-free forever. Okay. Yeah. Your 401k and your IRA, they're not tax exempt. They're only tax deferred. And you're just deferring the taxes like 20, 30, 40 years down the road when your account value grows and grows and grows. So imagine now you got $1 million in your 401k account and you're all excited and you're ready to retire and you realize the government's going to take half of it in tax. You don't have $1 million. You only have $500,000 because the government is coming for their share. So it's incumbent upon you to do something, right? To take action against this future taxation risk. And so look at Roth 401ks and Roth IRAs as an option, as a solution. All right.
Number 5, taxable investment account.
Yeah. So you don't have to put all your money in a 401k, right? If you've got your emergency fund, your peace of mind account funded, and your debt load is good, and you don't have any high interest rate debt, and your credit score is healthy and everything, you can take money and put it into a taxable investment account. Nothing wrong with that. Again, don't keep putting money into the 401k if you're not getting matched on it. So once you've done that and you've maxed out your Roth accounts and you've taken advantage of some other specialty tax exempt wealth building accounts, you can look at a taxable account, a brokerage account, where you can grow money and pay interest or pay taxes on dividends and capital gains, which are at a much lower rate than income tax in the future, right? So that's another good option to not be in business with the government in your 401k. Take control and maybe explore a taxable brokerage account, investment account. What else we got?
6, a health savings account.
Number 6, health savings account. Okay, this is also a good option. We are all going to have healthcare expenses, right? If we live and breathe and move, I mean, for real, it might not be that much this year, maybe a couple dental visits, chiropractor, whatever. But at some point, something's going to hit you. And it's going to be expensive. A health savings account is one option. There's others, but it's a way to save money on a tax-advantaged basis and accumulate some money to pay for those out-of-pocket expenses. Now, not everybody qualifies for those,
Right.
okay? You have to have a high-deductible health insurance policy, and mostly it's done through, your workplace environment, so it may not be available for you, or you may not qualify. But if you do, it might be something to consider. And one of the benefits of it is that after you reach age 65, you can access that money without a tax consequence and use it for things other than health
Right.
expenses.
Medical.
Yeah. So it does give you some flexibility, but it's much, further down the road. But that might be another option to not save more money in your 401k. And
Number 7 is real estate investment.
yeah. Okay. Real estate investment, DIY.
Yep.
If you've been to my brother's channel, it's Home Renovision, Jeff Thorman, Home Renovision, DIY. His whole channel, he teaches you how to do all your own home renovation and remodeling projects. And he is such a big proponent of start your own business, do your own home remodeling business to do your own home remodeling, right? Because if you set up your own business, you can go get cash accounts at all these suppliers, and then you can buy all your materials at a discounted price. But the biggest benefit is the labor savings too. So he encourages you and he teaches you how to do everything. I mean, drywall, paint, flooring, trim, whatever, all of it. You can go learn how to do that and be your own contractor. Remodel your own home, make your own home improvements. You can improve the value of your home and earn equity. It's sweat equity in your home. And that can be a great way to build your wealth faster than putting more money into a 401k plan where the market's all over the place and you can lose half the value if the market crashes. All right. It's a great alternative. And that's our last reason, or their last thing. What was that, number 6 or 7?
7.
Number 7. So we got 7 things to do instead of contributing to your 401k plan at work. And I think we gave you some awesome 9 reasons why you shouldn't put more money in your 401k. But here's the thing, everybody's situation is different, right? So as financial coaches, we're here for you, okay? If you want a private, a personal one-on-one coaching session, hit us up. I'll leave some comments or a link in the description, but we're happy to help. That's why we're here. We want to help. And there's all kinds of alternatives and options, and we're happy to introduce you to them. If you've never heard of them before, we can help you take advantage of them. But don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Don't do nothing. We got to make some changes here because the stats are overwhelming. I mean, we got 64% of the American population living paycheck to paycheck. We've got almost $1 trillion in credit card debt. We got student loan debt out the wazoo, and people are going to have to start making payments again on that in June. Like, there's a lot going on. So we got to be really conscious and intentional about what we're doing with our personal finances, and we're here to help.
That's right.
So love to see your comments below. Give us a thumbs up, share this stuff, encourage people to come and join the team as we improve our finances and help you win the money game. See you next time.